Okay, so this is April 5th. Um, this morning I went for a walk and I did a series of videos. This is the morning when it was rather windy out, and it was around I think around 5, between 5:30 and 5:45 that I went for a walk, and so it would have been rather dark. But I was just transferring the videos from my phone to my computer and then uploading them. And I noticed I accidentally deleted one of the videos before it was uploaded. And I was thinking, oh goodness, then that means in that series there's going to be a bunch of videos that um, um, seem to work in an orderly fashion and kind of stream together numerous thoughts that equate to one overall idea, and it's going to be missing one. So I was thinking, you know what, I'm just going to do an overview right now. I got space on the phone. The last two videos are they're being uploaded to YouTube or to the channel, and so I'll just do this now. And but I think so to start this. I'm not sure which videos are missing. I didn't see the first one. In the first video this morning, I just I talked rather candidly about things that I noted in my adolescence. And, I just really noticed everything was backwards, but I didn't, I just went with the flow. I just accepted this reality as, a reality that didn't make any sense, but as also like I was privileged, like I was garnering from that reality, or I was benefiting from that reality. It was many of the things in that reality were slanted to my behavior. So I was, um, I want to say, advantageous. There's a word that means somebody who they look to seek an advantage from every situation. It's a noun. And anyways, but that's, I can't pull or recall that word in the moment, but that's what I was. And so I didn't realize it. And if things were not tilted in my favor, I would complain and I'd whine and I'd want justice done instantly. But if things were tilted in my favor, I was kind of, smiling behind the scenes, thinking, "Ooh, I get this privilege, I get that privilege." So I just see that it was overall it was wrong. But even as I was going through it, I didn't agree with it. I never agreed with it, and but I'll give you some concrete examples though. Um, I was thinking about just how nothing, and these are thoughts that I've already reconciled or come to the understanding of truth in its purest form. Um, so please note that I'm just speaking from like in a past tense. But anyway, so when I was in high school, I remember just finding it to be extremely weird how we had all this like pressure put on us to date. And a lot of the dating, it was like a microcosm or like a smaller form of like what you see with like celebrities, where celebrities date certain celebrities depending on like their ranking, whether they're like an A class, a B class, or a C class actor or actress. So they rank or they date within their ranking, and that was rather prevalent in primary school and high school. People always want to date within what they considered their league or their ranking. And if you think about it, that ranking was nothing more than an acceptable appraisal or accepted appraisal that was commonly accepted or received the consensus agreement among your peers. And it was predicated or it was influenced by external influences. And one of the main external influences was the way we're or the impact that commercials had on us. So for me, wearing certain shoes and certain athletic wear and certain clothes with certain labels, I always felt like those clothes were esteemed a little higher and they put me in a different category. So when I was around my peers, I gathered and garnered confidence from the outward appearance. And and then also too, if you're around different folks that are more popular, then, like there's benefits and privileges that came with that popularity. And the benefits and the privileges were not just limited to um, the benefits and privileges that were given and extended from our peers, but they're also given and extended from our teachers, from like our parents and their peers. Um, it was like it was much deeper and further reaching than you could have imagined. And there was a part of me that might have been subconscious at times, and other times I was fully aware and conscious of it, but that knew that I was being treated with privilege and treated in ways that others were not treated, and in positive ways. Sorry, that others were not garnering the same thing. So that was a major influence and had a major influence on the way I was socialized. It had a major influence on my values, on my opinions or lack thereof. And here I'll start another video. I want to keep these ones on the shorter side.